This is a super close group with just Secret 5-0. So
yes,
all these games down the stretch have huge playoff implications.
this is anybody's series, really. Alliance are 6-6 total. Na'Vi is 5-6, but of course they have identical 2-2 records. So whoever wins this series will leapfrog quite the way up. They'll actually overtake that 4th spot. So for Alliance, if they win this, they'll be in a really good position. Their final games, they have not played against Team Secret and Chicken Fighters, who are also on a really good roll right now. So they would be playing against like 2 of the top teams.
So they need this one.
They really need this win. And for Na'Vi, they would be playing against Team Spirit, who are also 3-2 and are looking very nice.
And
us, Team Liquid.
Team Liquid, who
are
are
0-5.
having a rough run of it.
But 4-10. So we have 4 wins, but none of them are series.
Taking a map.
We've taken a map
almost
off
every game.
Yeah. So like we almost have the same amount of wins as like everybody else. But where you win them, LD, is what matters.
Well, I'm sure you'll pull out at least one here, right?
Yeah, we'll find out.
You've got a few more matches to go.
NIP and who is it? Na'Vi. I mean, those are hard. I think we're statistically eliminated, so we're just playing for whatever pride left.
Is there any prize money for matches?
Yeah, I think we won like $2,000. Hell yeah.
Okay, let's go. Thanks, ESL. But into the game. So, Blitz, let me ask you, how do you feel about this new Alliance lineup that they've been trying out? Do you feel like it's working well? Because that was a pretty widely panned change. You know, 33 has been doing well in OG. He was really respected in the off lane. And, you know, of course, like getting rid of your captain with Fada is a big change.
I'm trying to always take a long-term approach to things because I think that team looked really good at the start of the year. You know, they were winning and getting top 3 and everything, and then they got top 8 into a top 4 finish at the major. So I really felt like they were on the up and up, but apparently they did not think it was enough, and maybe they thought they were just skill capped. But that's the thing about being skill capped. Like, if you're still a top 6 team, that's better than, you know, whatever may happen after that. So it's all just a crapshoot here.
All right, let's see how the crapshoot unfolds as the teams enter the lanes.
I would say no matter what, you probably have to give them at least 1 LAN before you can properly judge.
You might be waiting a little while for that.
I'm down.
But 3 bounty runs do go the way here of Alliance to start things off, so they'll be happy about that. Did also manage to snag the enemy outpost. Na'Vi playing a little more defensively. They're going to lane that Timbersaw. Oracle dual lane top. Send the Troll Grimstroke bottom. So Sand King, not a very popular hero nowadays.
No, not at all.
Thoughts on this support Sand King?
I mean, we just don't really see the hero because you need to level like all of his abilities, and you just don't simply find that space anymore. He doesn't pressure that well. And he's got this really big issue where it feels like his ulti does nothing, if I'm honest here.
His Burrow Strike is his ulti, basically.
Yeah, pretty much.
Is how it feels.
But even then, like, you have other stuns.
Zibe almost getting the courier snipe here top. Not going to quite happen. But yeah, he's, for now at least, he's just going to do some side pulls, try to get his experience up, and they'll leave the Nature's Prophet, the heavy hitting in the lane. So overall seems like relatively calm, placid lanes thus far.
Yeah, wondering where we're going to see the first move. I think maybe, I don't know. I think top should be pretty passive. Like, I don't know if they can kill Witch Doctor without a little bit of help. Mid, unless somebody decides to just get into like a fight to the death, should also be pretty close. And bottom, I don't know if either side has kill potential. Maybe Troll Oracle can kill Sand King or something. I don't know.
Troracle?
Trollicle?
Troracle? I don't know.
Or not Troll Oracle, but Troll Grimstroke. It's usually Troll Oracle that we see.
The Trim Stroke, you know.
The Trim Stroke.
Okay.
Yeah. But I think because you want Fatesy to get top, that's the main reason.
Yeah, for now, Nico Baby doing well in the CS department, is getting harassed a little bit here by Ilias, but not having too bad of a time, all things considered. And Limp being as cheeky as he can with those decreps, but yeah, Magical is still farming pretty well. As it looks like Hansky will get a courier snipe down bottom, kills off the Slayer courier, and maybe they go on S4, seeing that he's a little out of position here. I'm not sure if they can dive for this. They're thinking about it, but can't quite get in range. Chase going to go back the other way. Burrow strike through onto Crystallize. Good blocks with the creeps, and he's just going to charge in. They get off the slow with the Stroke of Fate, and can they get the kill? One more auto attack. No, it needs two. Doesn't quite get it, but Crystallize going to force S4 to salve up. So man's up and lives to tell the tale.
And top lane, looks like Nico Baby is getting absolute free farm, but so is the Timbersaw. The Timbersaw's doing just fine here too.
Are you happy trading right now if you're Na'Vi, or is it a big concern that Morphling's getting free farm?
I think actually Na'Vi is fine with this. I think if their Kunkka's doing fine, they're going to be really happy about this game. Because he's going to go like, well, I hope, let me say. I think he's going to go Spirit Vessel. It's really value in this game if you look at the enemy team. They have a heal in their Witch Doctor, right? They have fairly tanky heroes in the Sand King and the Nature's Prophet that don't build BKB early or Yules. And then it's really good against the Pugna too, right? Because he comes in with the built-in heal.
Burrow strike down bottom as they look to go on
what the?
Slayer. He tries to turn this. S4 may fall first. Crystallize. He gets the net. He gets the kill. And Slayer just keeps on squirming through the river. He's going to get Burrow striked and killed off. That gives Hanskin an early level 3.
Did not know where to go with that. You could see he was kind of just hemming and hawing left and right.
Yeah. Well, I mean, all things considered, not the worst thing in the world for Alliance.
No, it's not.
Getting that early XP on your Sand King. S4 can always catch up later.
Very true.
What were you doing the last time Na'Vi and Alliance played?
Me?
Yeah. Where were you?
When was this?
I don't actually remember.
I mean, you got to give me a year.
What were you doing this time in 2013?
2013.
Yeah.
What was I doing? I would have been 23 during that time.
This would have been post No Tide Hunter. Eternal Envy would have been gone as they make a go on Magical.
I think I would have
TP
just... That was like TI 3 times. I would have been just chilling in California being a bum. Just a jobless bum living at home.
Nothing has changed.
Nothing has changed.
Except you have a job.
Yeah, I mean, kind of.
Such as it is.
A tenuous grasp on it.
Now you have 2 jobs.
Indeed.
The 2-timer as Magical is getting jumped by Zibe. Can Limp get in range here? Cast comes through. They get off the Maledict.
I think they've got him.
Only level 1, but they give him the suck. The Torrent interruption. Magical just going to strut away.
And the Courier dies too on the way.
Very nice.
So
Ilias with the flank and also going to be there to get some wards down, grab a bounty on his way out. So again, 3 bounty runes going the way of Alliance. So that's 6 out of 8. Not too bad. Nico Baby, though, is free farming up top. Pasha harassing him, but going to struggle to find the kill. Already has that early Morbid Mask. As Pasha threatens a little bit. But they not going to commit for anything just yet. Only has the 1 point in the Timber Chain. Is limiting Nico Baby. He's actually diving this. He might go for Nico. Keeps on right-clicking him. He's got a Strength Morph.
Yeah, it's very unlikely.
And now bottom lane, Hanskin also getting harassed. Stroke of Fate brings him low, but has the Tranquil Boot, so he'll heal right back up.
This support duo is a little bit passive from Na'Vi. And they don't really have the easiest way to combo the Grimstroke ulti either.
It's like a Grimstroke ulti into an X?
The double X, that's just literally all they have. I mean, they can cast like double Oracle spells, but that seems kind of underwhelming.
You say that, but I'm sure Na'Vi will find a way to make it work as they make the go on Hanskin. Slayer misses with the stun. But Hanskin,
he popped out.
He's running out, and he's dead.
All right. His Sandstorm must have been out.
Yeah, level 2, so it doesn't last that long.
Huh.
S4 is jungling now, so they are trying to give the Sand King some free XP. And he's going to find all the items. Keen Optic, that's a nice pickup. They're rotating on mid, though. Making the move on Limp. They get off the silence. Here comes the stun. And is the follow-up damage there? The boat coming through. Limp gets pulled back in.
It's more than enough.
Gets smacked down. Slayer, though, will be the trade. but it's a mid Pugna. So Alliance rotating heavily to at least turn that a bit.
Yeah, that was well worth it for Na'Vi, just because Alliance matched them in force. Like, they also brought multiple heroes. This is going to free up space for Crystallize. I'll say the Troll Morphling matchup is pretty interesting because I think it really values Morphling in the early go of it. But then Troll, especially when he gets Basher, just crushes you. He holds you in place forever. He gets like 1 bash on you and he just brings you down to 0. The Fervor stacks are amazing. Like, Troll late game 1v1 when he just gets to hit single targets and he's not against something like PL or something along those lines is really good.
They are a really good lineup at kiting Troll, though. Like, you've got the Pugna Decrep, the lots of like stun from the Sand King, the Witch Doctor. So, while the Troll and Morphling like 1v1, certainly
that's why you
is
have
going to favor the
Purge,
Troll.
though.
Yeah, that's true.
The Oracle Purge, baby. Best spell in this game.
Well, let's see if Ilias can make those plays for the team. As Alliance are grouping up, they've rotated Limp out of the mid lane. They're giving that to Nico Baby. And Hanskin going to take top on the Sand King, so they pressure this tier 1 bot. No sign of a defense from Na'Vi. Looks like Crystallize will just be jungling, and they'll be giving up an early tier 1. No trade. So Alliance with the early map control.
And if they're going to trade, it'd probably be towards top, but I don't think that Morphling feels pressured in this game to move at all.
I say they're going to give it up, but Slayer's TP'd in.
It's
and
pretty low.
Actually, Magical's coming in too. They're committing for this defense. They want to go. Zibe, he's got the turret. He's still holding on to the ult. He's got a regen bottled up, and he wants to save it for a rainy day. Crystallize very low. Boat comes out, is going to save him. And now they get the Witch Doctor kill. Can they find more? Alliance actually pushing forward towards the outpost. It's 950. And they aren't going to be able to secure it. Ilias is going to stay alive for the time being. Gets sprouted up. They keep on working him down. So it will be a 1-for-1 here on the outpost. Not enough time.
Not enough time.
So they get the tower. They get a little extra map control. And Hanskin is getting his experience, which is obviously something desperately needed on a support Sand King.
Oh, here comes Nico, baby. He's got the...
He's got the replicate. Can he?
They go the other way of each other.
He's chasing forward. Has the level 2 chain. How far will he go? It's Ilias who TP's in. Nico Baby moving forward onto him, but he's got his false promise. This could be punished. Or maybe not. Nico Baby gets netted up.
Perfectly fine.
Just a warning shot from Crystallize, but they force the TP. S4 can shove in the bottom lane. It does feel like Alliance are just able to move around the map more freely at this stage.
Yeah, they're definitely outmaneuvering them at this phase. And it's partially because they know that they have a safe laner that cannot die. Their safe laner does not need help at all in this game.
Yeah, how do they kill the Morphling like through the mid game? You mentioned late game Troll can man fight him, but like how do they get to that point? Like you don't have a natural Orchid buyer on this team. There's no built-in silences.
You need your
instant stuns.
You
really
need to get the first Roche. And then you can put pressure on this Morph by just taking all his towers and forcing him to take a 5-on-5 fight.
But killing him is
I think killing him is pretty
task.
difficult until you get Spirit Vessel on somebody.
Ilias does plant down the sentry here, and he's going to be sending out a smoke. They're pinging out this Oracle. S4's coming in, gets off the Sprout. False promise available. Pasha's the one they want to go for, though. And now popping the dust, charging forward. Here comes the boat right onto Limp, but is there follow-up? That's the question. Good Soulbind, good silence. Death Ward, though, to turn it around, perhaps. Zibe doing good work at forcing Slayer back. They keep on trying to fight.
That's a really
Ilias
nice
and
Death
Magical got to back out of here. They've already lost the Timbersaw. These guys may go down, too. Look at that cask bouncing. Magical keeps on retreating. Ilias into the trees. The trees are hounding him. They've turned against him. S4 on the chase, following the path of the Bulldog, and that will be 2 kills and a tower, I imagine, as well.
That was really, really well done and well positioned by Alliance. Zibe, especially with that Death Ward, he just waited in the back. He positioned himself in such a way that no one could go on him. He was so far to the right-hand side, and he protects his Pugna, and that turns into such a good trade for them because they brought a lot of heroes up here to try to make that happen, and they lost somebody. Nico Baby is getting gone on, and he is out of mana, but...
Who's going on whom, though? Nice Sprout block. Now they get the Decrepify, and the follow-up nuke damage is there. He's not able to get off his ultimate.
He had it.
Just a little bit too late on the rotations. He got a little greedy because he got a first hit net and just chased the Morphling, but as you mentioned, that hero's just not dying.
No, it's way too hard for him to attempt a solo kill at this point in the game.
So they didn't get the tower top, but it's very low, and they do take the mid tower, so Alliance with heavy map control.
Yeah, they're just getting out-rotated on the map right now. It feels like this pace that Alliance are setting, Na'Vi is not 100% comfortable with. They're playing really reactively, which is not benefiting their lineup at all. They want to try to be the aggressors here. And I don't know how you really support this duo. Like, they don't really have a playmaker. Like, say what you will about Sand King. I'm not the biggest fan of him, but at least he comes with the stun. Zibe takes
just
forever.
tried so hard to juke, but...
Like, even these one-off kills on a Zibe...
They're losing a tier 1 for this.
Yeah, it takes forever to do. And S4 is already top hitting this tower. You're going to lose your off-lane tower before you take the enemy safe lane tower, which I think is pretty massive just for map control.
Yeah, and with the blink on Sand King, it's almost a max burrow strike. So like the hard part is over, and now you've got great initiation, excellent pick-off potential, map control as you mentioned.
Yeah, now that he has
what's
blink,
Navi's play?
I'm not sure. They don't have two supports that do anything together. Normally, you have two supports that can get a kill. Witch Doctor and Sand King, I see a very easy way for them to get kills, LD. I see a stun into a Maledict, into another stun, and that'll set up for more, right? But here, I'm not really sure what leads to what. I'm not sure where they're going to go to get kills. They have to kind of just play behind their cores and wait. And that never feels good as a support when you're just watching people farm.
Well, this is going to feel good for Alliance as Slayer did get scouted out there by the scan, and the follow-up comes through. 3-hero rotation. Should be a dead Grimstroke momentarily. They want to give it to Nico Baby, and he will get the kill. Na'Vi, no trade, no tower, no Roche.
Yeah, they have nothing to do right
nothing.
now. They don't have Spirit Vessel on their Kunkka. He's so underfarmed that it's just taking him a little bit too long. Like, look how far behind he is in net worth.
And when you're behind his Kunkka, it feels really bad because you're all about just bursting people with that combo, and he's just not killing anyone.
And he's the lowest farm core in the game right now.
Feels bad indeed for Na'Vi. Alliance sowing their oats all across the map. Nico Baby's going to shove in the bottom lane. They are looking to hold top should Na'Vi try to commit for a push. And
I'd like to see Alliance fight this.
There's just no real push.
They're going to split bottom and kind of force them into a weird position, but I do think Alliance should TP for this.
Anskin just holding serve for the time being. Will they rotate? No, he's going to blink out. Dust got popped, and he's out of there. So they do finally get a tower. I thought Alliance would fight.
Yeah, I think so too. I think they should have. It took a while for them to take that, and they're so much stronger on the side of Alliance right now.
I think they want this E-Blade. Nico Baby at 2,600 gold is rushing it. We've seen almost always the Yasha first, but man, they have a lot of magic damage to combine with the E-Blade this game.
They're going to blow up a lot of different heroes. Like, their kill combos are pretty insane right now.
Pasha backing away top. They're not going to go on him. Do you still like, how did Na'Vi get back in this game? It just, I don't know what they do right now. As
they farm.
As Pasha is going to get caught out. Maledict comes through. Decrepify as well. Pugna giving him the suck, and Pasha is going to go down. They have no problems dealing with that Timbersaw.
They farm and they try to get BKBs. That's really all there is to it. So they now have a Spirit Vessel, and he's starting to build a BKB on the Kunkka, but you're going to have to pick up some kills with this, as I think this is a Dead Slayer. It'd be very surprising if he somehow manages to live. Nico Baby is on the hunt.
Never say never. Goes for the TP out, and he gets out of there.
He should have just cast the stun.
Nice play.
He decided, he's like, well, I'll blow him up before he can even get this off. But he just TP'd out in front of him with the Inkswell.
Yeah, guess he didn't realize the Inkswell had been cast. Nice use of fog there, but Ilias, not sure he'll be so lucky. There's still a Burrow Strike. He's going to throw out the False Promise Timbersaw coming into this. Pasha wants to go, but he instantly gets shotgunned and maledicted. He is getting bodied in these fights. Can Pasha stay alive? Witch Doctor ult coming through, and the cask bouncing, and Crystallize is going to be forced to ult. He turns this one, though. Na'Vi might be man-fighting and taking this. They're going to kill off S4.
They've
now
got
Alliance
Spirit
needs to
Vessels now.
get the hell out of there. Nico Baby on the run. Hanskin's going to go down. It's 3 dead. Alliance have gotten overeager. Nico Baby, though, he sees kill opportunities, but it could actually cost him the Spirit Vessel, as you mentioned. He's going to wave out.
I think he's gone.
I don't know.
Yes.
Yeah, no mana on Pasha. Well, a little mana, but not enough to
finally a pretty decent fight for Na'Vi.
Double damage rune snagged by Magical.
You cannot overcommit to this Oracle Troll. They will kill you. So we're going to see again. It all starts with them going on Ilias, who just pops his ulti on himself. They went quite hard for him, you can see, and they didn't really quite have enough damage for this Timbersaw. They come over the top with the boat. This was more than enough damage to get at least the Pugna kill.
Yeah, finishing off these Na'Vi heroes is a tall order between the Troll ult, the Oracle, the Timbersaw being very naturally tanky. And they have a good anti-Timber game, but they really have to focus him if they want to get that kill.
Yes.
Here comes the smoke from Alliance. They're making a move top. Boat coming through to try and keep Magical alive a bit longer. He does have a lot of HP still, 800. He's going to try to run to the south. Ilias there in reserve, but Ilias will end up going down. False Promise was still 15 seconds away. They get off the Death Ward again, and they get the Magical kill once more. Alliance wasting no time and taking another fight and taking what looks to be another objective. Waving forward, Nico Baby. Not enough damage. Is going to force them away from the tower, though. Actually, they're going to back off. So they're not going to commit to that push. Crystallize does have his Diffusal Blade closing on the BKB. And Alliance are they're all magic damage, basically.
Yeah, when
so
he gets
this
this
BKB is going to make him real strong.
Yep, it'll be a huge turning point. And then it just becomes like who supports die first, as they're going to make another move onto this Timbersaw, who is 100% dead.
That's
Jeez
more than
Louise.
100.
Yeah,
it's like double his HP pool dead. I mean, it was a first to pick Timber, right? So
yes.
You know you're going to have a rough game. And they drafted very well to deal with him.
I mean, yes, LD, he's had a terrible game. It's been pretty rough for him, indeed.
5th in net worth, barely above the Sand King. And Timber definitely one of those cores that if he falls behind is not catching up and happy to come back in.
He sort of has to have a really good laning phase into snowballing and using that tankiness to his advantage. But they have so many different tools. The Maledict is so efficient, and now they're going to go for the Roche. This is one of my favorite plays to make with Morphling. You just get a mask, and Roshan's the easiest thing in the world.
Has some Treants there to assist. They are rotating, though. You say it's easy, but Magical's other idea is he's standing directly under a ward. He's just going to start marching towards the pit. The team behind him, he gets the D-ward.
They got to go like right now.
He's got a few seconds. Is he going to find the opening? Stroke of Fate coming through. X as well tries to burrow time out of that one. It's not going to happen. He goes down. Hanskin out of the fight immediately. No buyback.
They could get limp here.
And Roche not low enough to commit for it, so Alliance backing away. They get off the Maledict on Pasha. They don't have to follow up. This is looking real ugly for Alliance. As soon as they lose a hero, they just have to run. They
and
lose
that's another
and this is where you're king. If you're Kunkka, just pick them off one by one. S4 trying to chase down Ilias, though. He does get the kill. Pasha in the river, running towards S4, wants to finish him off. Nico Baby waving over the top, looking for Magical. They've committed the Troll BKB. He's got to get some auto attacks off during this time. He wants that S4 kill. He will get it. Crystallized, though, and a headlong retreat now along with Pasha. 3 heroes in pursuit. They're going to wave on up with Nico Baby. Keeps on chasing. They get off the Burrow Strike. Still has his ultimate. Got to be careful. They get the stun. He gets the ult off. Do they keep on chasing? Crystallize healing right up. Oracle there in reserve, and Nico Baby has to back away. Now the chase back the other direction. Zibe into the river. Also in trouble, but the more important fight is Nico Baby banding up and gets the kill on Crystallize. Now he can chase for Ilias perhaps. Keeps on surging forward. That Oracle pretty slow. Pretty squishy.
And he's got stick charges too.
Wave, couple more auto attacks. They should have the kill. They get it. Nico Baby in deep, though. He's really far on enemy lines.
He's fine. They don't have the damage for this.
Yeah, they're not going to go.
They need Kunkka with his Spirit Vessel or the Troll to kill him. He's going to get healed up. And, the snipe was kind of close. A quarter of a second longer. They had ward vision there, and he would have died to that stroke. But now this should be a free Roshan.
I don't know if I'd call this free. They had to work for this Rosh.
Yes. But now it's free. That's what I'm saying. Now
After they bought it, they don't have to spend any more. Here comes Slayer with the stroke of fate and the pit, but no commitment. So Nico Baby grabbing an Aegis, now closing in on his Manta. And Alliance clinging to a decent lead, 6k gold. That fight was a little concerning for me if I'm Na'Vi, because this troll got kited super hard.
It really comes down to Ilias dying. Them pushing so far forward on this right side, and Ilias trying to come up, and he gets clipped by the Nature's Prophet ulti. He's not sure if he wants to ult himself. He hesitates just a little bit too long, and all of a sudden they don't have that purge.
Like, you just see Crystallize, like, slowly marching from hero to hero. This time they had a bit of a power play, so they're able to find the kill, but like this next sequence of events is where I start to be a little concerned. Like, they're chain stunning him when the BKB's down. The Oracle comes in and actually turns this fight. So Alliance getting a little overzealous. But this is where Nico Baby mans up, and oh man, it was so close. Just toying with his food.
Yeah, the Disarm actually hurt him there.
That's true.
The Fate's Edict. Yeah, I think he needed to just hope. But maybe he would have just died faster if that was the case. I don't know. It's hard to say.
We are paused just for a sec as the Gs are coming out. We're back underway. So DD rune spawning bottom now.
Yeah, Alliance are looking like a really clean team, though. They're playing very fast. They're doing a really good job of enabling this Morphling in this position, and their team fighting is looking really good right about now.
This is generally when Alliance was at their best with the previous roster, was when Nico Baby just had a free game.
Yeah, just give Nico Baby a good 1v1 matchup where if you decide to leave him alone and make plays as 4 on the map, he can just kind of stay there and never die.
Outpost being secured here by Hanskin.
And he absolutely has had just a free time. He gets to just chill, play his game. There's no rush for him. He doesn't really have to participate if he doesn't want to. I think what he does really well, and probably like one of the best carries at doing so, is like judging when it's time to stop farming and time to start fighting. Like, now is the time to make my net worth kind of useful. You see a lot of carries and cores, like they'll be the top 3 in net worth, and you'll never feel their presence in the game. That is never the case with Nico Baby.
Magical not timing his combo quite right, though. Morphling's not going to die to that anyway. And Nico Baby will rotate onto mid, look for the tier 2. Na'Vi just huddled in their base, while the Godzilla Waterman slowly cleans up the map. The wards have been planted, or at least one I should say for now, up towards the Radiant Triangle. So Alliance continuing to really assert map control, I would say, throughout this game. That's probably the best thing their draft has done. It's allowing them to find these kills as they look for Pasha. This is a tricky one, though. They need to disable him with the Oracle not around. But since Na'Vi are all in the base, they're probably all going to always be there. Yeah, Alliance just shoving in the lanes. No, like you said, no sense of urgency. Do you think there is a timer for this team, or can they go as late as they want?
I don't think you want to go like ultra late against the troll. I think if he gets absolute slick slotted, maybe he can make a difference. And it really just takes one fight for the troll Oracle. I do think if you're Alliance, your Pugna will start to lose a little bit of value as the game goes on because of the purge that they have. Once the Oracle has like any sort of items to protect himself, it's going to be a lot more difficult. So I would like to see them push the pace. They've got Nature's Prophet, Pugna. Like, these are 2 heroes that want to hit towers.
How unfortunate for Na'Vi. They smoked, and S4 just happened to run right into the lane as they bypassed him. So smoke never broke, and now Nico Baby looking for Crystallize here in the top lane. Does bring him down to about a 3rd HP.
Yeah, he wanted to see if any of the Na'Vi teammates would help him. He didn't want to hard commit his waveform and just die for any reason. There's already a BKB picked up by this Pugna. He wants to make absolute sure that he can't die either. I feel like their timing is right now. They are building scaling items like the BKB into the Hex. But with like a mech, an Aegis, I do think you want to kind of abuse this.
Yeah, and Troll is about to get his basher. So that clock is ticking where he can start to chain bash and control whoever he locks onto. Na'Vi just camping out in the Alliance jungle. Magical's actually taken up a farming position there. Alliance scurrying about the map, and I think they've realized there might be an infestation, but Na'Vi are going to choose that moment to retreat. And now they make the go on Pasha, perhaps? No, S4 is hunting for him. Is he going to find him, though?
He's hiding really deep on the map, and you can see that Na'Vi are just so scared to engage anywhere on the map at all.
I think it might be Slayer top lane who's in trouble. Zibe, he's found him with the Death Ward, going for the solo kill, doesn't have the detection, the Glimmer Cape, and Slayer just slides away. Zibe's got a TP out, he'll get out of there. Death Ward down for about a minute.
No issues, doesn't really cost him too much. Death Ward is a pretty low cooldown ability anyways, so you won't care about that.
They have a DD bottled. Surely this is Time Blitz.
Yeah, DD bottled with all the items that you have. I think this is an easy high ground for them.
And Nico Baby does have all the items.
Yeah, I should say it's an easy decision for them to go high ground. They could still mess up by getting too over-aggressive into the base.
So Nico Baby had a butterfly queued up, but he actually goes for the BKB here. So it really does speak to them feeling like now is our time. He's going to walk up to high ground. Very strong at this stage of the game. Can Na'Vi possibly fight their way into this Morphlane? He's going to play it safe. Waves out, but look at the damage done. And the timing on that, too. Aegis reclaimed at that very moment.
That was their DD Morphling. They just kind of wasted a little bit too much time.
Yeah, if they'd done that like 10
prodding.
seconds sooner, they'd probably get the tier 3.
As it stands, there's no glyph. You're just kind of chilling and waiting. It looks like they want to get fully slotted out. But there are some items coming out on the side of Na'Vi. They have a BKB for their Kunkka. That'll help their timing window a little bit. And they've also got a Silver Edge on S4, which is really going to be annoying for Pasha to play against. They changed the item recently. Lowers regen on top of the break mechanic. It's like perfect item against Timbersaw.
And it's honestly not like they were having trouble killing him anyway. So this is only going to make it even easier.
It took them a solid like 10 seconds.
That's pretty good by Timbersaw standards. As Nico Baby is going to chase him out. And man, he just melts. He's not dead yet though. Oracle there with the save. False Promise comes through. The BKB committed.
What can they do?
Charging in. There's the leash. Can he find someone to lock onto? He does manage to get a hold of Limp and just chain bashes him down. Now he's looking for the Nature's Prophet. S4. Oh, the BKB's worn off. Crystallized could be in trouble. He drops. An Alliance on the hunt. 2 dead, and the chase forward Slayer is going to glimmer back to the high ground, back to safety, but they rotate on the bottom lane. S4's already in position with the Treants and looking for the tier 3 tower.
Limp's coming in soon too.
No buybacks here on Na'Vi. They don't have any of their key ultimates either.
And this is the problem when you commit the Oracle ultimate to trying to save the Timbersaw.
Like you need it on
good
the
on
Troll.
you, yes, good on you for saving him. But imagine if Troll has it there. I think he kills at least one more person.
And then the fight can just snowball because he's Troll with the
Yes,
bastard.
exactly. But if you find the Timbersaw this early on into the fight, you get him that low. Of course, Ilias feels like he has to save you.
Waving deeper, looking for pickoffs. The Timbersaw, he gets interrupted, stunned up, and should be okay. Alliance could just be taking another tier 3, and Nico Baby will do that. So 1 lane down, possibly a second.
I feel like they should go for Rax. They bought back on their Pugna for this.
They're gonna
Troll is still dead.
Gets the Torrent off. Can they possibly go on Nico Baby? He's getting healed up by Limp. On the backside, commits the BKB, gets the Rax. Probably just gets the hell out after that, and Pasha on the chase. Magical's there. X cooling down. Keeps on moving forward. Zibe just says, take me instead. And well, they will take him. And now S4 trying to get out of here. They're somewhat in the vicinity, but the TP comes through. Sentry just slightly off the mark, and he will escape. So 1.5 lanes. Not too shabby by Alliance.
Not at all. They had to commit the BKB, but I like that. Use your BKB, make it work for you. Get the melee racks. You have all the map control in the world, and Roche is going to come up. I have to imagine that this is Alliance's game. There just wasn't really a lot of plays for Na'Vi to make, in my opinion. With the support duo that they have, it had to come down to the team fights, and none of the team fights really felt properly set up.
They're making a move on Handskin, but he senses it, blinks away.
Again, they have no initiation. It's not just the... It's a problem with Timbersaw, but it's for their... it makes it even look worse when you have Grimstroke plus Oracle as your supports. You have 3 different heroes that don't start a fight properly. Like, all of your fights start with you getting gone on.
It was only the Kunkka who could have maybe made those early plays, but
Yeah, it's not
at
like
this
he had
point,
the,
he just really can't threaten much.
and it's not like he had the best laning phase anyways. Like, nothing really went well for him either. They had that one kill where they set up with like 3 heroes to try to kill, but that's about all we've seen.
Crystallize does show himself down towards mid, but the team parked behind him up near the Radiant Triangle. Nico Baby just waves in. He goes directly into the middle of the entire enemy team. He's almost dead off the bat. The save coming through, though. Nice leash, and they chase forward. He's committed BKB. He's got to get out. Limp trying to cover Nico Baby's retreat. This is kind of an ugly fight for Alliance, but it may work out as Crystallize has also blown his own BKB and his ultimate. So Battle Trance down. Now they can take down this troll, and they're going to look to do just that. Can they burst him? No, maybe not. Timbersaw over the top. Big damage. Na'Vi keeping him alive. There's the Oracle False Promise that you were looking for. And Magical is going to find the follow-up kill. Nico Baby, he's dead. 3, make it 4, and now Limp on the run. It could be a team wipe. Alliance falling apart with a lane and a half advantage. Really overzealous. Pasha still hunting.
They get the
X
X,
comes
he has
through
BKB,
with
he's
the
got to pop
torrent,
it.
and he will make it out.
But Roche is up. They can take mid tower, and this is what your combo is supposed to look like, by the way. You finally got the ulti off on the right person.
And that's with a 7k gold disadvantage at the start of that fight for Troll versus Morphling.
Yes.
It just doesn't matter.
No, I think when it comes, as soon as Troll gets Basher, he becomes like this beast.
And this fight all started, I guess we're not going to see the very beginning of it, with Nico Baby just waving into the middle of 4 heroes, almost dying, had to BKB, and the Pugna had to use everything to try and save him like right away. That was a really ugly way to begin the fight for Alliance, and they just had to back after that.
They finally got the Oracle ult off onto the Troll, and look at what he can do.
But I think that like it speaks to what you said earlier. Like that's their initiation, is Alliance going on them.
Yeah, that's
like,
pretty
that's
much
how
their,
they fight.
I still think it's a really rough position for them because I think that's their best possible fight, is Alliance literally face-checking them. And you're going to have to get them, you're going to have to get Alliance to do that
maybe one or two more times.
Yeah.
Well, it was almost a 20k gold lead. It's now surging back to 10. So half the advantage has been cleaned up off that one fight. Not too shabby. Na'Vi still hemmed in, though. They're struggling to get these lanes pushed out with the Rax disadvantage, dealing with the Nature's Prophet, who does have an Orb of Destruction, so... Can they find another miraculous fight? That will be the question. They have the Aegis on Troll. He's got a completed Abyssal, building towards the MKB, while meanwhile Nico Baby closing in on his Butterfly. And with a Troll, you know, this is the type of lineup they can take a lane very easily, maybe even go for a throne rush, you know, if they win a fight or two. So something Alliance do have to respect.
Oh, 100%.
Not
Troll,
the only ones who push fast on this game.
Yeah, Troll's one of the best high grounders in the game. He just has to kind of get to that point. And again, I can't stress this enough. Your only initiation for Na'Vi is the X marks the spot, and that is very easily undone by the BKBs.
And there's a Yules on the Sand King as well. So.
Yeah, so it really just comes down. I don't know how this happens. I think it's really just the heroes that they pick, but Na'Vi pretty much just have to hold high ground for the next.
Skin, he's found Slayer, an S4 in the vicinity with
is
the
he building
TP.
Hex?
Gets the kill.
That Hex is going to be pretty big by Slayer.
Right, you're running a Nature's Prophet.
He's pretty close to it too.
Well, S4 is also about to get a Hex.
Yeah, but they already have like a ton of initiation, you know, like
sure.
The rich get richer.
S4 living the dream.
Na'Vi are like what? The middle class get
the
slightly richer?
The proletariat,
yeah.
The bourgeoisie. Which would you say? I'd say they're more bourgeois after that last fight.
Maybe like 10%. Now they're starting to eat like toast with butter.
No avocado yet, though.
Yeah,
I mean,
no,
that's
they're not
that's
on that
for
flex.
rich people. That's for the fine, fancy folks on Alliance.
Yeah, Nico Baby's eating like shrimp and lobster.
Well, don't choke on that shrimp and lobster, Nico Baby.
True. He's up by a lot, though. He's up still by 4,000 net worth on this Troll. He's had a pretty easy going of things. I mean, the only way, again, that I can foresee him dying is if he overextends, but that might change here. They're finally starting to pick up initiation items. They've got an Abyssal Blade.
They do indeed, and Can they make something happen with it?
The Abyssal Blade is a really big pickup. I don't know how well Alliance can itemize against that. Nico Baby would have to like swing
Double
back.
damage rune for Nico Baby.
Oh, they don't want to fight into that.
And he's got the bomb.
He's got
too.
Lincolns too, actually. He's fine.
I thought he was gonna go B-Fly, but
He's
yeah, the Lincolns versus the Grimstroke.
And the X, he's kind of insulating himself against all the possible ways he could die. He had to have seen that Abyssal Blade was going to be the next item by Troll, right?
So now you have, now you have like double Abyssal, soon double Hex, and he definitely feels like he needs that extra bit of survivability. Like if they do catch him, he's probably just dying. Yeah, he's a very farm Morphling, but not unkillable. Now, if he's still struggling to keep the lanes out, though, that is always the Alliance advantage. And they're waiting out this Aegis of Crystallizes. They'll play it safe until then, I imagine. Just lurking in the trees. Hanskin perhaps would go on Pasha should he choose to push further, but he's not going to do that. Can they find a way out of the base? Avocado toast sounds pretty good right about now.
It really does.
Oh, I forgot to order my food. What's your go-to Chipotle meal?
Double chicken,
you
brown
eat a
rice.
lot of Chipotle.
Double chicken, brown rice, fajita veggies. If I'm not cutting weight, then I'll get guac and roasted corn. And if I am cutting weight, that's it. Just double chicken, rice.
Are you cutting now?
I'm like doing a soft cut. I just had an entire package of Nutter Butters, and I've had like 4 Laffy Taffies and a rice
of Nutter Butters, huh?
and a Rice Krispies. So
you're carb loading.
I don't know what I'm doing right now. There's
You're
no gym
a mess,
available.
William. You're a mess.
It's okay. It's a good time to get fat. No one's gonna see me after this event.
You're just gonna
I'm
go
not
into
gonna be on
hibernation.
camera. Yeah, I can't cast the next one. That's already been settled. So
Your talent agent is like, yeah, Blitz is not appearing on camera, so
yeah, it's time to just
audio only performances.
You know, when you're gaining weight, you call it a bulk, no matter what. Like even if it's been like a 20-year bulk chat, you just
like,
call it a
like
bulk.
Mac and It's Always Sunny.
Yeah, exactly. Just tell you're on a perma bulk. Tell your friends. Like your girlfriend asks, like, do you want to lose some weight? Like while we're at home office? Nah, babe, I'm bulking.
Speaking of bulking, Slayer's not bulked up. He's got the scythe. He tried to send the courier out earlier, and Alliance were just all there, so they 5-man rotate to secure the scythe pickup.
Oh, they got a gem too.
Has been scouted, though, so
And he's got the pool party.
Zibe in trouble as Pasha chases him. The heal comes through from Limp on the high ground. Are they going to continue pursuit? There's 5 heroes here. Alliance, a pretty awkward engagement, and now Pasha starting to feel stronger. He just mans up on the Morphling. They're going to take the outpost right before the 40-minute mark, but look at
Come
S4
on.
down bottom.
Look at the name you're playing against. Look at the hero you're playing against.
He doesn't really have that much damage,
no.
though. Can he continue pushing? The TP comes back from the Kunkka. So then now it's Na'Vi on the run. Alliance are punishing, looking for the Slayer kill,
Oh,
but
no.
he gets false promised up.
And they wasted the false promise
he'll
on.
stay alive for the moment, but as you mentioned, it could really cost them Oracle down. They've already blown the Soul Blind Hex, too, so now Na'Vi just need to get the hell out. BKB Abyssal is ready. And Crystallize, ooh, he's thinking about going back in.
So surprised that they decided to use the Kunkka to go back without Xing. And look at bottom. Again, Alliance are doing this so
They're
well.
getting ratted. Bulldog is smiling. Bulldog is rubbing his hands together, and S4 is like, I got you, buddy.
You give Alliance this hero in 2020
And now
something.
Pasha getting chased back while they're all trying to deal with the S4 shenanigans towards bottom. Pasha low, but not dead. He'll retreat.
Doesn't matter who's playing it, you know, as long as it's Alliance and they've got a Nature's Prophet, they're going to make life extra miserable for you.
And more bounty runes coming out. More money for the man who's already got loads.
There's a Timeless Relic too. Pretty decent-ish item. Of course, more spell damage. That's even better for Nico, baby.
So can Na'Vi stop the rat? That is becoming the question. Like, sure, it looks like they're very strong 5v5, but when are they going to get those fights? Here comes the Hex. Chased forward by Nico, baby. Looks to lock him down, and with S4 there, with the Silver Edge, it's a quick, easy kill. 90 seconds with no Timber. Roche could be coming up pretty soon. They'd have about maybe 40 seconds if it's a fast Roche respawn, which would be more than enough.
I don't know how much this Roche benefits Na'Vi. As you saw the last Aegis, they couldn't really take advantage of because it's really hard for them to get out on the map right now. So really it's just about taking it away from Alliance so they don't just go for that last set of racks.
Alliance are slowly shoving in the lanes, looking for the openings. Taking a look at buyback here, they've already got 3 ready. Only 1 up on Na'Vi, so that could be the difference maker, especially with the Nature's Prophet. Is there some magical item or strat that Na'Vi can pull out here?
Yeah, it's called wait on the high ground until
False promise your troll, not your
just false promise
not your
troll.
stinking Grimstroke.
You're gonna false promise your troll and everything's gonna be good. But I'm pretty sure Alliance have got this one. I just think it's impossible for Na'Vi to get out on the map.
It's like you're willing Na'Vi into just a team wipe into a throne. Have you bet on this game, Wayne? You didn't bet on this game, did you?
I absolutely did not.
Okay. Well, bet responsibly, kids. Alliance are going to Roche responsibly with all 5 here. Lane's already pushed in. They've got a ward in the Radiant Triangle, as well as one outside the pit, so there will be no surprises. And Na'Vi, although they move towards the pit, will be too late.
Oh, it's pretty big for them to take away. And now you've got Nico Baby. They can put up, let me say, Sand King Morph is insane.
Double stun.
Double Sandstorm.
And he's going to go for the pugs.
Okay, so they can get
double blast.
Double ward, too.
Not bad.
Ward on ward action. Look at him. Something looks really weird about this because he's got like a saber thing in front of him. Something looks really messed up about this. I don't understand.
Nico Baby. Dota can't even keep up with him. While
S4
that was going on, S4 goes down, but Nico Baby, he's trying to rat. No, it's not going to happen. They're ready for this. S4 buys back. He wants to go for this fight.
Oh, boy. He just jumped
TP'd
into the base.
The Soulbind comes through instantly. There's the silence as well, afflicting both of them. But Magical's forced back towards the fountain. They get off the Hex combo. Is there follow-up burst? Pasha's moving in. Nico Baby stands his ground. He's still got Aegis. He's got BKB, and he's committing. They're looking for the Mega Creeps. Alliance.
Trolls slowly walking back.
He's just a pedestrian.
Oh, my God.
While Pasha tries to finish off Nico Baby. He can't quite do it yet. Still staying alive. 5,000 health in total pool. They work him. They work him. Can they get him? They finally will. With the Torrent Storm smashing through. Is the follow-up there? Crystallize has arrived. And Nico Baby is just waving away. Bowl of Abyssal. Do they have the follow-up, though? No, he's turning back for the Pug no more. That's not great. Crystallize. Now BKB's over. Can they still fight? Nico Baby waiting. He's looking for the opening here, looking for the shotgun play. They chase forward, looking for handskill while S4 is throwing it. He's just going for the tier 4 towers. Na'Vi are being outplayed. Alliance, shades of TI.
They're going to lose something. You're either going to lose Megas.
Though. This is a dieback. If he can't get out of there, and he won't.
There's still
He's
a lot
out
of
for
things
2
hitting,
minutes.
And this is Megas. He's made enough space for Megas. He did his job.
It's a half HP throne. Is there a rapier?
I don't think they can get back out of their base is the problem.
Yeah, they don't have money for rapier and crystallize.
Nico Baby, worst comes to worst, will just buy travels. If they try to all in around on this, they can all just buy travels and go for it because there's no...
this game is like an homage to Bulldog.
Yeah. He's watching it. He's really happy.
Probably like in Discord with S4 right now.
There's like a lone tear rolling down his eye.
That would make it sound like he's sad. He's proud, right?
No, it's like,
he's a proud father.
He's reminiscing.
Back when Bulldog was a pro.
He still is. One of the best players you've ever seen, for sure. And they're going to go for it. This is Na'Vi. They're finally deciding they cannot leave their base, have to do something, or the game is over anyways, but I just don't know if they have...
But Nico Baby's cutting waves top, and he's walking towards the throne.
You got to do something about this guy.
You can't ignore the Morphling, guys. Your throne's exposed. Nico Baby now backing off. He's not committing for this Slayer. Has the Hex set up. He's going to get it off now, looking for the follow-up stun, but there's not enough damage here, I don't think, with Pasha. They're still committing down mid. Crystallize is trying to go for it. He's bought the Desolator. They really are all in. Can Na'Vi possibly take a building here.
And
No.
Morphling's coming back now.
Crystallize. Oh, this is bad. The false promise, though, gets off the Abyssal, but he's not able to auto-attack. They finally get the detection out. Now the Yule Scepter.
It's the fleet.
being kited. The fleet
The
comes
pool
through.
party.
The Torch Storm as well. They get the extra kill. Pugna buys back. Nature's Prophet up at 20. Can they hold the line until then? Alliance turning this one back around, and Nico Baby cleaning up. 2 dead, no buyback control. That should be that. 3
no
heroes dead.
buybacks.
GG. Na'Vi go all in, and it's just too late.
S4, he was such a big hindrance to Na'Vi. Like, every single time Na'Vi decided to leave their base, he just took a little bit more. Just a little bit more.
Beautiful symphony of rat tactics.